For this recipe, you will need some mackerel fish, or you can use any other type of fish you prefer. Now, fish is the star of this recipe, so you will need some. You will also need some bottled tomatoes. You can use more or less depending on the quantity of stew you are making. But for me, as a family of 6, this stew is perfect for us. It even lasted us, I think, 2 to 3 days, yeah. And again, if you don't like bottled tomatoes, you can use the fresh ones, but just know that the fresh ones will take longer than when you are using these bottled ones, so it's totally up to you. Now with me here, I have 1.5 red onion, 3 scotch bonnet peppers, and about a thumb size ginger. Now this is what they mean by a thumb size ginger. You can see the ginger is almost the same size as my thumb. I guess that's what they mean by a thumb size ginger. You will also need some nutmeg and curry powder, some dried rosemary. You can use the fresh one if you want. You will also need some fish seasoning. As for me, I'm going to be using this adios fish seasoning. This one is so good. I'm sure you guys must have been seeing this in most of my cooking recipes. They have the meat and the fish one, so today we are going to be using the fish one. And you will also need some thyme, some seasoning cubes, some fresh curry leaves. I just took this one out from the freezer, so that's why it's looking soggy in the eye, but it's still very crunchy just because I just took it out from the freezer. And the final ingredient for now is dry fish. Yes, I'm sure some of you might be like, what, dry fish in a stew? Yes, try it out, you guys, try it. Honestly, it was so good after making this. I don't usually do this, but I remembered to add it, and so I thought I should share it with you guys as well. Now before we start cooking, let the intro play first. Alright guys, so in a pot you are going to wash and add your fish, then add some thyme. Just add as much as you like. Add some rosemary as well. Now add your fish seasoning. One thing about me is that I don't cook with measurements, so you'd have to forgive me for that. Just eyeball, or you can measure it by yourself. I don't know, but I don't like using measurements when I'm cooking, especially my Nigerian foods. Okay, so as you can see now, I've already added my some of the onion. I've added my salt as well, and now I'm adding my water. Just add water to be at the same level with the fish. Cover and let it cook for 10 minutes. Now after 10 minutes, transfer the fish in your oven tray and place in the oven. Allow that to bake for another 10 minutes in the oven, or you can leave it to get as dry as you want basically, but for me, I don't like mine too dry. You will see how mine looks when I'm done grilling it. While that is sitting in the oven, we are going to go ahead and start frying our stew. So in a pan, I've already added my oil, which I forgot to show earlier on. Just add oil as much as you want, or depending on the size of the stew you are making. Allow the oil to heat up, then go ahead and add your sliced onions, add your thyme, your rosemary, and then pour in the dry fish. Oh, I forgot to mention, I soaked the dry fish in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I rinsed it off, washed it properly with a clean water, and then throw it in the pan and fry for a bit, maybe like 1 minute. Then throw in your ginger, the scotch bonnet peppers, and the remaining onions in the pan as well. And as you can see, I've already gone ahead to process the peppers and the ginger together with the onion, just because I want it to be as if I used a knife to chop them. I don't really need them to be very smooth. You can see the chunks of the onions in the pan, right? Yeah, that's exactly how I want it to look. But if you don't have a food processor, you can go ahead and use your blender, or you can even use a knife to chop them. Now, once you are done adding that in the pan, you can go ahead and add the bottled tomatoes. But if you are using the fresh one, you can use your knife to slice the tomatoes and then pour it at this point and fry. Now we are going to fry this until it's almost dry, not too dry. Okay, you will see how it looks when I'm done frying, but I think it took me up to 15 minutes. So here is the fish. You can see how it looks. It's not too dry, but it's dry enough, like very yummy, you guys. Looking at it now, I just feel like eating it all over again. But yeah, this is the stew. So I think I left this for over 15 minutes. Honestly, I can't remember. You know, when you are doing this, is different from the day you would do the voiceover, so sometimes I don't usually remember how long. But yeah, just fry it until it loses its sour taste basically, and then you can go ahead and pour in the fish stock. As you guys saw now, I've already added the fish stock, and the stock is not too much. You saw how little it was before I added it in the pan. It shouldn't be too much because we don't want the stew to be watery. That's the point. Okay, so after that, you can go ahead and add your seasoning cube, add your curry powder, and then the nutmeg. All of this, you need to add them in little quantity. You can add and taste, okay, so you don't add too much. If you are not sure, just add, stir it and taste it. If it doesn't taste right, you can go ahead and add more. Okay, that's the tip I'll give you, because I'm not using any measurement. And after adding all of those, just go ahead and add the fish, mix everything, just gently stir it in, because we don't want the fish to scatter in the pot or in the pan. Now, after stirring it, I went ahead to taste it just to be sure that everything is okay, and it was perfect. Like, the taste was amazing. And then I went ahead to throw in my shredded curry leaves, or some people call it basil leaves, I don't know, but we call it curry leaves. And that is the final step. Once you add the curry leaves, allow it to simmer for a minute or highest 2 minutes, and your stew is done. Guys, I want you to try this. This looks so easy and so simple, but it was so delicious. Just go and try it, and I'm sure you are going to love it.
If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button. If you're new to my channel, please click on the red subscribe button below and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my latest upload.